Today, we're making mac and cheese. And the best part about this mac and cheese is that we're not making a bechamel, so it'll be super creamy without being floury and grainy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'll be posting frequently on this channel and you don't want to miss out. Alright, let's get into it. Like all mac and cheeses, we're starting with macaroni, and then for this recipe you'll also need 1 kilo of cheese, something like Colby or cheddar. I'm using Colby in this recipe. Milk, salt, and pepper. And then for taste we have onion powder and garlic powder. The ingredient that makes this work is the cornflour, and later in this video I'll explain why. One ingredient that isn't here that you'll also need is mustard. You can use whichever type you like, but I like whole grain. To start off, you want to grate all of your cheese and put 2/3 of it into the saucepan and weigh it out. The rest of the grated cheese will be used for topping when we put it into the oven. After you've weighed out the cheese, you want to put the exact same amount of weight in milk into the saucepan. So if you put 700 grams of cheese in, you want to put 700 grams of milk in. Take it to the stove and put it on a relatively low heat. At the same time, you want to put a big pot of water on that we're going to later cook the pasta in. The reason you want to have the heat on low for the milk and cheese mixture is so that you can bring both of them up to temperature slowly and together. If you heat it too quickly, you'll risk splitting the cheese from the fat too fast, and then it'll just become grainy. Before everything becomes too liquidy and too melted, you want to put in all of the seasonings. So that's 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 3 teaspoons of salt, and as much pepper as you want. I like pepper a lot, and it goes well with cheese, so I usually put in quite a bit. Finally, you want to put in a little bit of mustard. If you really hate mustard though, you can put in a small dash of vinegar. But the reason you want to use mustard is because it's already brined in the vinegar. The vinegar is going to help to really cut down the richness of all of the cheese that's already in there. And with the mustard, not only do you get the tart element of the vinegar that's soaked into it, but also the taste of the mustard. Now that everything's been brought together and melted, you want to add the cornflour slurry. To make the slurry, you want to add a tablespoon of cornflour and a little bit of water. Dump it all into the cheese and milk mixture, and you should notice that almost as soon as you add it, the cheese and the milk will start to become one. It'll stop being clumpy and it'll start being more of a cohesive liquid mixture. Turn up the heat a little bit and get the mixture hot. After it's come up to temperature, you want to turn the heat off completely. Hopefully by this time, the water for your pasta will have started to boil. So put the pasta in. You want it to be a little al dente or maybe harder. Once the pasta is just cooked, strain it and chuck it back into the same pot that you just took it out of, and then pour the cheese sauce over the top. Once it's combined, chuck it into the baking dish and turn your oven on to broil. While that's heating up, put the cheese over the top and put it straight into the oven. After about 5 to 6 minutes in the oven, it should be golden on top. Take it out and serve it up. It should be creamy, cheesy, and just awesome. So this really is the best mac and cheese that I've ever made in my life. Let me know in the comments down below if you try it and what you think of it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.